potions to make up my body would be halfway out the door. You never bothered showing up in your best, 'cause who wanna dirty their sleeves? Darling, there's no better object to bury than me. So let's throw my garden party. Your promised roses that gave me thorns. You leave me right into summer's over. Guess I'll be alone.
As I remember, Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will but a poor 1,000 crowns, and as thou sayest, charged my brother with his blessing to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jaques, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more proper, keeps me here at home unkept. For calling that keeping for a gentlewoman of my birth that differs not from the stalling of an ox. His horses are bred better, and that besides that they are fair with their feeding, are taught their manage. And to that, riders dearly hire. But I, his brother, gain nothing under him but growth, into which his animals on his dunghills are as much bound to him as I. And besides this nothing that he so plentifully gives me, that something in which nature gave me, his countenance seems to take from me. He lets me feed with his hinds, bars me the place of brother, and as much in him lies, minds my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me. And the spirit of my father within me begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will no longer endure it. And yet, I have no wise remedy on how to avoid it. Yonder comes my master. Your brother? Go apart, Adam, and thou shalt see how he will shake me up.
Now, lass, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, lass?
I am taught to mar in which God hath made a poor unworthy brother of yours in idleness.
Mary, girl, be better employed and be not wild.
Shall I feed your hogs and eat husk with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I could come to such
Know
penury?
you where you are, girl?
Aye, sir, here in your orchard.
Know you before whom, girl?
Aye, better than him I am knows before you. I know you are my eldest brother, and in the gentle condition of blood you should so know me. The courtesy of nations allow you my better in that you are the firstborn, but the same tradition takes not away my blood, were there 20 brothers betwixt us. I have as much of my father in me as you, albeit, I confess, you coming before me is nearer to his reverence.
Wench?
What? Come, elder brother, you are too young in this.
No, my hands on me,
I am no billet. I am the youngest son of Sir Rowland de Boys. He was my father, and he is thrice a villain that says such a father begot villains. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take this hand from thy wrist till the other had pulled out thy tongue for saying so. Thou hast railed on thyself.
Young masters, be patient. For your father's remembrance, be at a court.
Let me go, I
I
say!
will not please. Thou shalt hear me. My father charged you in his blessing to breed me well. You have trained me like a peasant, obscuring and hiding from me all gentlemanlike qualities. The spirit of my father goes strong within me, and I will no longer endure it. Therefore, allow me such exercises that may become a gentleman, or give me the poor lottery my father has left me by will. With that I will go by my fortunes.
And what will that do? Banquet that is spent? Alas, get you in, I'll not long be troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you leave me.
I will no further offend you than becomes my own good.
Get you with her, you old dog!
Is old dog my reward? Most true. I've lost teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He would have never spoken with such a word.
Even so, continue to grow upon me. I will visit your ranks and yet give no 1,000 crowns neither. Holla! Deidre!
Calls your worship.
Was that Charles, the Duke's champion, here to speak with me?
So please you, he is here at the door and importunes our says this to you.
Call him in. It'll be a good way, and tomorrow the wrestling is.
To your worship.
Good news here, Charles. What's the new news? It's a new court.
There's no news at court, sir, but the old news. That is, the Duchess is banished by her younger brother, the new Duke, and 3 or 4 loving lords and ladies have put themselves into voluntary exile with her, whose lands and revenues enrich the new Duke, and therefore he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duchess' daughter, is banished with her mother?
Oh, no, for her cousin, the Duke's daughter, so loves her, being ever from their cradles bred together, she would have followed her exile or have died to stay behind her. She is at the court and no less beloved than her uncle and his own daughter.
Where will the old Duchess live?
They say she is already in the forest of Arden, and that many a young people flock to her every day and fleet the time carelessly as they did in the golden
You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke.
Oh, very do I, sir. And I came here to acquaint you with the matter. I'm given, sir, secretly, to understand that your sister had the disposition to come in disguised against me to try a fall. Tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit, and he who escaped me without broken limb shall acquit him well. Your sister is but young and tender, and out of love I'd be loath to foil her, as I must for my own honor if she come in. Therefore I came here to acquit you withal, that you might stay her from her intendment, or brook such disgrace as she shall run into, in that it is something of her own search, and altogether against my will.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love for me, which thou shalt most kindly requite. I had myself notice of my sister's purpose herein, and have by underhand means labored to dissuade her from it, but she is resolute. I'll tell thee, Charles. She is the strongest young lass of France, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good part, a secret and villainous rival of her natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion. I had a sleep that didst break her neck as her finger. Thou wert best to it. For if thou dost her any slight disgrace, or if she does not grace herself mightily upon thee, she will practice against thee by poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee till she hath taken thy life by some indirect means or other. For I assure thee, almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living. I speak brotherly of her, but should I anatomize her to thee as she is, I must blush and weep, and thou must pale and wonder.
I am heartily glad I came hither to you. If she come tomorrow, I'll give her payment. If ever she go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more. So God keep your worship.
Farewell, Charles. Now will I stir this gamester. I hope I shall see an end of her, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than she. Yet she's gentle, never schooled, and yet learned, full of noble device of all sorts, enchantingly beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of the world, and especially of my own people, who best know her, that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear off. Nothing remains but that I kindle the grill thither, which I'll now go about.
I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet my cuz, be merry.
My dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of. And would you yet I would marry her? Unless you can can teach me to forget a banished mother, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary punishment.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my aunt, thy banished mother, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so thou hadst still been with me, I could have taught my love to take thy mother for mine. So wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love were so righteously tempered as mine is to thee?
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
Oh, you know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have. And truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken away from thy mother perforce, I will render thee again with affection. By mine honor, I will. And when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my dear Rose, my sweet Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I shall and will devise sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest, nor no further in sport, neither than with the safety of a pure blush thou mayest in honor come off again.
What shall be our sport then?
Let us sit and mock the good housewife fortune from her wheel, that her gifts may henceforth be bestowed equally.
I would we could do so, for her gifts are mightily misplaced, and the bountiful blind woman is most mistaken in her gifts to women.
Yeah, 'tis true. For though she makes fair, she scarce makes honest, and though she makes honest, she makes very ill-favored people.
Nay, now that goes from fortune's office to nature's. Fortune deals in the gifts of the world, not in the lineaments of nature.
No? When nature hath made a fair creature, may she not by fortune fall into the fire? Though nature hath given wit to cloud at fortune, and hath not fortune sent in this fool to cut out the argument.
Aye, there is fortune too hard for nature. When fortune makes nature's natural, the cutter offer of nature's fate.
Peradventure, this is not fortune's work neither, but nature's, who hath perceiveth our natural gifts too dull to reason of such goddesses, and hath set this natural for our whetstone. For always the dullness of the fool is the whetstone of wit. Thou wit, whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
Nay, by mine honor. But I was bid to come for you.
Where learned you that oath, fool?
Of a certain knight who swore by his honor the pancakes were good, and who swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now, I'll stand to it. The pancakes were not, and the mustard was good. Yet was not the knight forsworn.
How prove you that in the great heap of your knowledge?
I, Mary, unmuzzle thy wisdom.
Stand you both forth now. Stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am an knave.
By our beards thou art.
Then by my knavery that I were. If thou swearest that that is not, then you are not forsworn. No more than the knight who swore by his honor, for he never had any. Or if he had, he swore it away before he saw those pancakes or that mustard.
Prithee, who is't that thou meanest?
One that old Frederick your father loves.
My father's love is enough to honor him. Enough. You'll be whipped for taxation one of these days.
The more pity that fools may not speak wisely when wise men do foolishly.
By my troth thou sayest true. For the little wit that fools have was silence. The little foolery that wise men have makes a great show. Oh, here comes Madame Labelle,
With her mouth full of news.
which she will put on us as pigeons feed their young.
Then we shall be news crammed.
All the better we shall be, the more marketable. Bonjour, Madame Labelle. What's the news?
Oh, fair princess, you have lost much good sport.
Sport, of what color?
What color? How shall I answer you?
As wit and fortune will.
Or as the destinies decree.
Well said, that was laid on with a trowel.
Nay, if I keep not my rank.
Thou keepest thy own spell.
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of.
Yet tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, and if it pleases your ladyship, you may see the end. For the best is yet to do, and here, where you are, they are coming to perform it.
Oh, well, the beginning that is dead and buried.
There comes an old man and his 3 sons.
I can imagine this beginning with an old, pale,
With bills about their necks. Be it known unto all men by these here presents.
The youngest of the three wrestles Charles, which Charles, in a moment, will throw him and break 3 of his ribs. And so he shall serve the second, and so the third.
Thus, men grow wiser every day. It is the first time ever I hear breaking of ribs sport for ladies.
Or I promise thee.
But is there any long to see this broken music in his sides? Is there yet another dose upon rib breaking? Shall we see the wrestling, cousin?
They are ready to perform it.
Yonder sure they are coming. Let us now stay and see it.
What do we do with the girl next door? She's got no choice like she did before. What do we do with the farmer's daughter? The court took away what my mama fought for. As the good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. What do we do with Miss American Pie? Let's keep her barefoot and pregnant and down on the farm, cooking in the kitchen and cleaning out the barn. Praying in church, a credit to her gender, popping on babies like a Pez dispenser. 9 out of 10, their telephones would agree. Let's keep her barefoot and pregnant like a good Lord, and it will be.
Come on, come on! Since the youth will not be entreated, her own peril on her forwardness.
Is yonder the lady?
Even she, madame.
Alas, she is too young, yet she looks successfully.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There are such odds in the girl. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade her, but she will not be entreated. Speak to her, ladies, see if you can move her.
Call her hither, Madame Labelle.
Do so, I'll not be by.
Mademoiselle the Challenger, the princess calls for you. I attend them with all duty and respect.
Do you challenge Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is the general challenger. I come in as but others do. To try with him the strength of my youth.
Young gentlemen, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength. If you saw yourself with your eyes or knew yourself with your judgment, the fear of your adventure will counsel you to a more equal enterprise. We pray you, for your own sake, to embrace your safety and give over this attempt.
Do so, young sir. Your reputation shall not be in the surprise. We will make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling may not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me much guilty to deny such fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes come with me. If I be foiled, there's but one shame to never gracious. If killed, one dead that is willing to be so. I will do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a space which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
What little strength I have, I would it were with you.
And mine to eke out hers.
Fare you well? Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Fare you well, pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Come, where is the young gallant so desirous to lay with her mother earth?
Ready, sir, but he hath it in a more modest working.
You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant, your grace. You shall not entreat her to a second that have so mightily persuaded her from a first.
You mean to mock me after. You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
Brimstone fire and eyes aglow, little big boys making the whole world know his name. Name raised on pillars and shining lights, breathing smoke for the right to keep his place.
young lass?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Rowland de Boys.
I would thou hadst been daughter to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, as thou descended from another house. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. I would thou'dst told me of another father.
Were I my father, cuz would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Rowland's son, his youngest son, than the adopted heir to Frederick.
My mother loves the rose as her soul, and all the world was of my mother's mind. Had I foreknown this young man, his son, I would have given tears into entreaties ere he ventured.
Let us go, thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Sir, you have well deserved. If you do keep your promises in love, but justly, as you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, goodness for me. One out of suits good fortune would give more, but that her hands lacks means. Shall we go, cousin?
Aye, fare you well, fair gentleman.
What? Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and what you stands up is nothing but a quintain, a mere lifeless block, you fool! She was right there, speaking.
Sir! You have wrestled well, and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have on your woo!
Fare you well?
Wow! What passions hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown! Or Charles, or something weaker. Masters thee, you fool!
Good man. Sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place, albeit you have deserved high commendation, true applause, and love. Yes, such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done for him. The Duke is humorous, what he is indeed more suits you to conceive than I speak of.
I thank you, madam, but pray you tell me this. Which of the two here was daughter of the Duke at the arena?
Neither his daughter, if we judge by manners. And yet the taller is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duchess, and here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. But I can tell you that of late this Duke hath taken displeasure against his gentle niece, grounded upon no other argument than that the people praise her for her virtues and pity her for her poor mother's sake. And, on my life, his malice against the lady shall suddenly break forth. Good sir, fare you well. Hereafter, in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you.
Oh, I rest much bounden to you. Thus must I from the smoke into the smother, from a tyrant duke onto a tyrant brother. But heavenly Rosalind.
Forever, as sharp as a knife, as soft as a feather, compare me to a summer's day, something romantic that charmingly clever. I wanna be down all the rays of the sun, shining down on your face on a warm day. I wanna be the fresh and sharp breeze, walk to your knees at my feet. Beg me to pause, beg me to be, for you to be here.
Rosalind. Cupid have mercy, not a word.
Not one word at all.
No, thy words are too precious to be cast away upon curse. Throw some of them at me. Come, name me with reasons.
And there were two cousins laid up, when one should be laid with reasons and the other mad without any.
But is all this for your mother?
No, some of it is for how full of briars the working day world is.
They are but birds, cousin, thrown upon me in holiday foolery. If we walk not in the trodden paths, our very petticoats will catch them.
I could shake them off my coat. These birds are in my heart.
Hand them away.
I could try if I could cry him and have him.
Come, wrestle with thy Oh, a good wish upon you. You will try in time in despite of a fall. But, turning these jests out of service, let us talk in good earnest. Is it possible that you should fall into so strong a liking with Sir Rowland's youngest son?
Such as my mother did love his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly, yet I hate not Orlando.
No, hate him not for my sake.
Why should I not? Doth he not deserve well?
And you do because I do.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, uncle.
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou beest found, so near a public court as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
May the knowledge of my fault bear with me. If with myself I hold intelligence or have acquaintance with my own desires, if I do not dream or be not frantic, as I trust I do not, then, dear uncle, not so much as in thought unborn have I offended your highness.
Thus do all traitors. If their purgation did consist in words, they are as innocent as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor. Tell me whereupon the likelihood depends.
Thou art thy mother's daughter, there's enough.
So was I when your highness took her dukedom. So was I when your highness banished her. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our friends, what is that to me? My mother was no traitor. Good my liege, mistake me not so much to think my poverty treacherous.
Dear son,
I,
hear
Celia,
me
we
speak.
stayed her for your sake, else had she with her mother ranged along.
I did not entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young then to value her, but now I know her. If she be a traitor, why so am I. We still have rose at an instant, learned, played, eat together, wheresoever we went, like Juno's swan still. We went coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool, she robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom, which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You niece, provide yourself. If you outstay the time upon mine honor, and in the greatness of my word, you die.
My boy Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? I charge thee, be thou not more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not, cousin, prithee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love which teaches thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be sundered? Shall we be parted, sweet girl? No. Let my father seek another heir. Therefore, devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, and what to bear with us, and do not seek to take bear your griefs yourself and leave me out. For by this heaven now, at our sorrow's pale, say what thou canst. I'll go along with thee.
Why, whither shall we go?
To seek my aunt in the forest of Arden.
Perhaps what danger will be to us, maids as we are, to travel so far. Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
I'll put myself in poor and mean attire, with a kind of umber smirch my face, the like do you. So shall we pass, and never stir assailants.
Were it not better, since I am uncommon tall, that I could suit myself in all points like a maid. A gallant curtailx on my thigh, a boar spear in my hand, and lie there my heart, but hidden women spears their will. We'll have a gallant and a marshal outside, as other banished cowards do with their semblance out face.
And what shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse name than Jove's own page. Look you, call me Ganymede. What shall you be called?
Something that hath reference to my current state. No longer Celia, but Aliena.
Oh, the peasants! What if we assailed to steal the clownish fool from thy father's court? Would he not be a comfort to us on our travels?
He'll go along the wide world with me. Let's away. Get our wealth together, devise the fittest time and safest way to hide us from pursuit that will be made after my flight. Now, go content to liberty and not to banishment.
Eastward of Eden, where the clouds beat the dirt, we left our poor mother and seeded the earth. The gates they were shuttered, the latches were locked. Oh, eastward of Eden, where men become gods. We know our people, we toiled as one. The fruits of our labors thrive and make us one. Our children expect to outnumber the stars. Oh, eastward of Eden, where day turns to dark. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all
Now, my co-mates and gentlefolk in exile, hath not old customs made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free of peril than the envious court? Here, feel we not the penalty of Adam, the season's deference as the icy frame, the churlish chidings of winter's wind, which, when they bite and blow upon my body, even till I shriek with cold, I smile and say, this is no flattery. These are counselors that feelingly persuade me what I am. Sweet are the uses of adversity, which, like the toad, ugly and venomous, where shall the precious jewel on his head? In this our life, exempt from public harm, finds tongues in trees, and books in running brooks, sermons in stones, and good in everything.
I would not change it. Happy is your grace that can turn the stubbornness of fortune into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go search us, citizen? And yet it irks me. The poor dapple fools, being native burghers of this desert of the city should in their own confines and forked heads have their round haunches gored.
Indeed, milady, the melancholy John grieves at that. In that kind spirit you do more usurp the doctor's brother that advantaged you. They, my royal audience and myself, did steal behind him as he lay along under an oak, whose antique root peeps out upon the brook that crawls along this wood. In that which place a poor, sequestered stag that from the hunter's aim had taken hurt did come to languish.
And indeed, my lady, the wretched animal heaved forth such groans that its discharge did stretch his leathern coat almost to bursting. And the big round tears coursed one another down his innocent nose in piteous chase. And thus the hairy fool, much marquette of the melancholy Jacques, stood on the extremest verge of the swift brook, augmenting it with tears.
But what said Jacques? Did he not moralize the spectacle?
Oh yes, into 1,000 similes. First, for his weeping into the needless stream. Poor dear, thou makes a testament as worldlings do, giving thy somewhat more than that which had too much. Then, being there alone, left and abandoned of his velvet friends. 'Tis right. Thus misery doth part your blessed company. Anon a perilous herd, full of the pasture, jumps along by him and never stays to greet him. Aye, sleep on, you fat and greasy citizens. 'Tis just the fashion.
Wherefore do you look upon that poor and broken bankrupt there? And thus, invectively, he pierceth through the body of country, city, court, yea, and of this, our life, swearing that we are mere usurpers, tyrants, and what's worse, to fright the animals and kill them up in their assigned native dwelling place.
And did you leave him in this contemplation?
We did, my lady, weeping and commenting upon the sobbing deer.
Show me this place. I love to compliment these southern fits. But then, he is full of matter.
Shall bring you to him straight.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be some villains of my court, or of consented sufferance in this.
I cannot hear of any that did see of her. The ladies, the attendants of her chambers, saw her abed, and in the morning early found the bed untreasured of their mistress.
My lord, that roidish clown at whom so oft your grace was wont to laugh is also missing. Hesperia, the princess's gentlewoman, confesses that she secretly overheard your daughter and your cousin much commend the parts and graces of the wrestler that did but recently foil thee, sinewy Charles. And promises wherever they have gone, that youth is surely in their company.
Send to his brother, fetch that gallant hither. If he be absent, bring his brother to me. I'll make him fight him. Do this suddenly, and let not search and inquisition quail to bring again these foolish runaways.
Promise I'm fine when I'm losing my mind, spinning round and around with myself to my pool. And I lay in the water is bubbling, about to boil, literally temperature's doubling. Silent alone in the night, and I know something moves, cause I swear it's a fly somewhere. I can't see it or hear it or smell it or taste it, but what if I'm not prepared? How will I face it? Can I could calm myself down, just begin to breathe out, take a second, let go of control of mind. I could be free. What if I drop the ball for just a minute? Or pick it up over my head? I just calm down.
Oh, master! Oh, gentle master. What makes you here? Why would you be so fond to overcome the bonny prize of the humorous Duke? Your praise comes swiftly home before you. Know you not, young master, to some kind of men, their graces serve them, but as enemies, no more than yours. Your virtues, young master, are sanctified and holy traitors to you. Oh, what a world does it put what cunningly envenoms him that bears it?
Why, what's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth! Come not within these doors. The enemy of all your graces lives, your brother! No, oh, no brother, yet the son, yet not the son. I will not call him son. Of him I was about to call his father. He means to burn the lodge in which you used to lie, and you within it. If he fails at that, he'll other means to cut you off. I overheard him and his practices. This house is no place. It is but a butchery. Abhor it. Fear it. Do not enter it.
Why, where wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so come not here.
What? Wouldst thou go and have me beg for my food, or with a base and boisterous sword enforce a thievish living on the common road? I rather will subject me to the malice of a diverted blood and bloody brother.
Do not so. I have under your father 500 crowns and oh, take this. Ah! Take this. Oh, here is the gold. All of this I give to you. Let me go with you. Though I am old, I am strong and lusty. For in my youth never did I apply hardened rebellious liquors in my blood. I'll do the services of a younger man in all your business and necessities.
Oh, good old man. How well in thee appears the constant service of the antique world, where service swept for duty and not for need.
Young master, go on, and I will follow thee to the last gasp with truth and loyalty. For 17 years and fourscore, here lived I, but now here live no longer. At 17, many nor fortune seek, but at fourscore is almost too late to think. Fortune cannot recompense me better than to die well, and not my master's dinner!
I'll turn it all to kindling. I'll burn it all down to ash. All of the iron I swallow, all of the holes that still sink my gut. I'm always burning up. Take me to war. I'll be the sweetest.
Oh, Jupiter, weary are my spirits.
I care not for my spirits if my legs were not weary. Pray bear with me, I cannot go no further. I had rather bear with you than bear you. Yet I bear no cross to bear you, for I think you have no money in your purse.
Well, here's the first one.
Aye. Now am I in Arden the more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place. But travelers must be content.
I do so, but touch so. Who comes here?
but she's better on your side. And she don't wanna be with anybody else. She's a woman in total control of herself. To be understanding what a woman in total control of herself. Kitty queen, she's got tricks up her sleeve, and I got a few of mine. She said, I'm a bad to the bone, 'cause I get what I want. Mama said it ain't no crime.
That is the way to make her scorn you still.
Oh, Corin, that thou knewest how I do love her.
I partly guess, for I have love there now.
No, Corin, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth thou wast as true a lover as ever sat upon a midnight pillow, but if thy love were ever like to mine, as sure I think did never man love so, how many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to in thy fantasy?
Into 1,000 that I've forgotten.
Oh, thou didst then never love so heartily. If thou rememberest not the slightest folly that ever love to make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not sat as I do now, wearing thy hero in thy mistress's praise, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not broke from company abruptly, as my passion now makes thee, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe!
Oh, alas, poor shepherd, searching for thy wounds. I have by hard adventure found my own.
And I mine. I remember when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him coming a night for Jane's smile.
I remember the wooing of a peace card. From whom I took 2 pieces of cod and giving them back said with weeping tears, wear these for my sake. Yes, we that are lovers run into strange capers.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art ware.
Nay, I shall ne'er beware my own wit until I break my shin against it.
Shepherd's passion is much upon my own fashion.
And mine, but it grows something stale.
I pray you, one of you question yon man if he for gold will give us any food. I faint almost to death.
Sons of fools, not thy kinsmen.
Who called? Your betters, sir. Else are they very wretched.
Peace, I say. Good even, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
I prithee, if that love or gold can in this desert place buy entertainment, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here is a young babe with travel hard pressed who faints for supper.
Fair sir, I pity her and wish for her sake more than for mine own. My fortunes were more able to relieve her, but I am shepherd to another man, and my master is of a churlish disposition that little recks to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. And by reason of his absence, there is nothing that you will feed on, but what is? Come see, and in my voice, most welcome shall you be.
I prithee, where is he that shall buy this pasture?
That young swain you sire, while the little cares for buying anything.
If it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage and the pasture, and thou wilt have paid for it of us.
And we will mend thy wages. I like this place and willingly go waste my time in it.
Assuredly the thing is to be sold. Go with me, and if you like, upon report, the soil, the profit, this kind of life, I will your very faithful fee to be, and buy it with your gold right suddenly.
The sun hides in its bed. It's the warm resonation of a wayward writer's guitar meets the air with anticipation of its morning debut. The receding years lay unknowingly in silence, preparing for the constant assault of noise forced on them by the bustle of the populated city. The music being crafted as a gift, a beautiful example of a human being selfless, spreading the flame of joy's candle to the world flowing around him. Those few seconds of organized sound vanquish the dull hum of the everyday and temporarily free people from routine patterns of thought. The ear catches the sound as it waves through the air, and the brain, sometimes unknowingly, creatively responds to this curious audible phenomena. The writer's words are one of the few remaining ties that hold creativity afloat in a sea of monotony, resulting from the surrounding industrialization.
More, I prithee, more.
Twill make you melancholy, Jacques.
I thank it. More, I prithee, more. I can suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs. More, I prithee, more.
I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing.
More at your request than to please myself.
Nay, I care not. And you that will not hold your tongues owe me nothing.
Well, I'll end the song. However, while the Duchess will drink under this tree, she's been all this day to look you.
And I have been all this day to avoid her. I think of as many matters as she, but I give heaven thanks and make no boast of them. I'll give you a verse to this note I made yesterday, in despite of my invention, if it do come to pass.
Oh my God! Come on! Master! No! Further!
Oh, I died for food.
Here I lie and bend around my grave. Farewell, kind master!
Why, how now, Adam? No greater heart in thee? Live a little, comfort a little, cheer thyself a little. If thou liest in this air, I will either bring food for this forest or bring food to thee. Yet I can see it is nearer death than my bowers. For my sake, be comfortable. Hold death a while at arm's end. I'll be with thee presently. And if I bring thee not something to eat, I will give thee leave to die. This one? What? Thou diest before I come. Thou art a mocker of my labor. Thou lookst cheerily, yet thou liest in bleak air. Come along now, Adam. I'll bear thee to some shelter. Then thou shalt not die for a lack of a dinner, if there live anything in this desert. Oh, cheerily, good Adam.
Please don't let me go.
merry hearing of a song.
If he, compact of jars for a musical, we shall have shortly discord in the spheres. Go seek him. Tell him I will speak with him.
He saves my labor by his own approach.
Why? How now, monsieur? What a life is this, that your poor friends must woo your company? What? You look merrily.
A fool. A fool! I met a fool in the forest. As I do live by food, I met a fool who laid him down and basked him in the sun and railed on Lady Fortune in good turns. And then he drew a dial from his poke and, looking on it with lackluster eyes, says very wisely, "It is 10 o'clock." And thus you may see how the world wags. And so from hour to hour we write and we write, and from hour to hour we rot and we rot. And thereby hangs a tale. And when I did hear the motley fool thus moral on the time, my lungs began to crow like she had to clear. Should fools be so deep contemplative? And I did laugh, saw an intermission. An hour by his dial, O noble fool, O worthy fool, motley's the only wear.
What fool is this?
A worthy fool, one that had been a courtier, and says, if ladies be young and fair, they have the gift to know it. And in his brain, which is as dry as the remainder biscuits after voyage, yet strange places crammed with observation, the which he vents in mangled forms.
Fie on thee. I can tell what thou wouldst do.
What for counter would I do but good?
Most mischievous foul sin and chiding sin. For thy thyself hath been a libertine, as sensual as the brutish thing itself. And all the embossed swords and headed eagles that thou with license of freefoot hast caught, would thou disgorge into the general world.
That says his bravery is not on my cost. Thinking I mean him, therein suits his folly to the metal of my speech. What then? How then? Where then? Show me wherein my tongue hath wronged him. If I do him right, he hath wronged himself.
Forbear, and eat no more! Ah!
Why? I have eaten my
Nor shalt not till necessity be served.
Of what kind should this cock come on?
Art thou thus bold and manned by thy distress? Or as a rude despiser of good manners, that incivility thou seemest so handsome?
You touched my vein at first. The thorny point of bare distress has taken from me the show of smooth civility. Yet am I inland bred to know some nurture. But forbear, I say! He dies that touches any of that fruit till I and my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered crazy. I must die.
What would you have? Your gentleness shall force more than your force move us to gentleness.
I almost died for food, and let me have it.
Sit and feed, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently. Pardon me, I pray you. I felt that all things had been savage here, so I put on this countenance of stern commandment. But where you are in this desert inaccessible, under the shade of melancholy boughs, lose and neglect the creeping hours of time. If ever you have looked upon better days, oh, if ever you have been where bells have knolled to church, if ever you have sat upon good men's feasts, if ever you have wiped a tear from your eyelid and know what 'tis to pity and be pitied, let gentleness my strong enforcement be as I blush and hide my blade.
True is it that we have seen better days, and sat at good men's feet, and wiped our eyes of drops of sacred pity at their gender. Therefore, sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have, that to your wantings may be ministered.
Then but forbear your food a while like a doe, I go and find my fawn and bring it food. There is a old man who after me hath limped many a weary step in pure love, till he be first suffice, oppressed by two weak evils, age and hunger. I will not touch a bit.
Go find him out, and we will nothing waste till you return.
Oh, I thank you most, and be blessed for your good comforts.
Thou seest that we are not all alone and happy. This wide, universal theater presents more woeful pageants than the play wherein we play in.
All the world's a stage. justice. In fair round belly, with good cape and lines, eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts to the lean and slivered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful looks, well saved, the world too wide for his shrunk shape and big manly voice, turning again for his challenge treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, it is the strange eventful history, the second childishness and mere oblivion. Sun, teeth, sun, eyes, sun, taste, sun, everything.
Oh, welcome. Set your venerable burden down and let it be.
I thank you most for him. So how do you need? I can scarce speak for myself.
Welcome and fall too. I thought you were the son of the venerable Sir Rowlands, as you could whisper faithfully that you were. And as mine eye does his effigy witness limbed and living in your face, be truly welcome, heaven. I am the Duchess that loved your father. The residue of your fortune, go to my cave and tell me. Good old man, thou art welcome as thy master is. Come, support him by the arm. Give me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand. Give us some music.
Fire in my brain and I'm burning love all night, all night. Keep running for the sake, but the well is dry all night, all night. Every word I say is getting late.
Not see him since? Sir, that cannot be. But were I not the better part made mercy, I should not seek an absent argument. Of my revenge thou present! But look to it! Find out thy brother, wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle, bring him dead or living. Within this 12-month, or turn thou no more, to seek a living in our territory. Thy lands and all things that thou dost call thine, what seizure do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy brother's mouth of what we think against thee.
For that your highness in my heart and I never looked my brother in my life.
More villain thou. Well, push him out of doors, and let my officers of such a nature make an extent upon his house and lands. Do this expediently and turn him going.
War starts in my heart. When the war starts in my heart. Oh, ashes, dust to dust. The devil's after both of us. Only my curses all to rest. Make the mercy out of me.
Hang there my verse in witness of my love. And thou, thrice-crowned queen of night, survey with thy chaste eye from thy pale sphere above. Thy huntress's name my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind! Oh, these trees shall be my books, and in them a character, that every eye which in here looks shall witness thy virtue everywhere. Run, run, Orlando! Carve on every tree! Oh, the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive she.
Therefore, having nature charged that one body should be filled with all graces wide and large, alley and of many parts by
Heavenly synod was devised of many faces, eyes, and hearts to have the touches dearest prize. Heaven would she these gifts to have, and I to live and die her slab.
Oh, Jupiter! What tedious homily and verses have you read your parishioners with all?
Oh, now back, friends. Shepherd, go off a little.
Thou sayest shepherd as if it were my name.
It is. Come, Audrey, let us make an honorable retreat, not with bag and baggage, yet with scrib and scrimmage.
I was never so much for rhyme since Pythagoras' time when I was an Irish rat, which I can hardly remember.
Tro, you who have done this.
Is it a man?
And a chain that you once wore about his neck. Change your color.
Pray thee who?
Or, it is a hard matter for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes and so encountered.
Nay, but who is it?
Is it possible?
I prithee now, with most petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, and most wonderful put a man in your belly?
What manner of man? Is his head worth a hat or his chin worth a beard?
Nay, he hath but a little beard.
Since more of he is idle. Let me say the growth of his beard if thou delay me not for the knowledge of his chin.
It is young Orlando that tripped up the champion's heels and your heart both in an instant.
Devil take mocking, speak sad brown, true maid.
A faith, cuz, 'tis he.
Orlando.
Orlando.
Alas the day, what shall I do with my Dublin and home?
What you must
Is he
for?
with us on? What said he?
He was
What
saying-
looked
he looked-
What makes he here?
he would-
He asked for
he-
me.
he-
Where remains he? How parted he with thee? When shall that see him again? I pray thee answer me in one word.
Your bench, give me audience, good madam.
No, I am in this forest in a man's apparel. Look he as freshly as the day he risen.
There he lay, stretched along like a wounded dart.
Those are pity to see such a sight. Well becomes the ground.
Cry hollow to thy tongue, and curvets unseasonably. He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous, he comes to kill my heart.
Soft! Comes he not here?
'Tis he, slink by and note.
I thank you for your company, but good faith, I at least have been myself alone.
And so had I, but for fashion's sake, I thank you too for your society.
God be with you. Let's meet as little as we can.
Oh, I do desire we may be better strangers.
I pray you mar no more trees with writing love songs in their barks.
And I pray you mar no more of my verses.
By reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind, is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thought of pleasing you when she was born.
What stature is she?
Just as high as my heart.
You are full of pretty answers. Have you not been acquainted with goldsmiths' wives and conned them out of their rings?
Not so, but I answer you right painted cloth from whence you studied your questions.
You have such nimble wit. I think 'twas made of Atlantean steel. Come, will you sit with me, and we two will rail against the world, our mistress, and all our business.
I will chide no breeder against the world, which of whom I know lies most faults within me.
The worst fault you have is to be in love.
It is a fault I would not give up for your best virtue. I am weary of you.
By my troth, I was seeking a fool when I found you.
Oh, he is drowned by the brook. Look but in, and you shall see him.
Then I shall see mine own figure.
Or a cipher.
I'll tarry no longer with you. Farewell, good Senor Love.
Oh, I am glad of your departure. Adieu, Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to Renaissance. Do you hear, Forrester?
Oh, very well. What would you?
I prithee, what is the clock?
You should have asked me what time of day. There is no clock in the forest.
Then there is no true lover in the forest. Else groaning every minute and sighing every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as any clock.
Why not the swift foot of time? Would that not have been as proper?
By no means. Time travels in diverse paces with diverse persons. I'll tell you who time ambles withal, who time trots withal, who time gallops withal, and who time stands still withal.
I prithee, who doth he trot withal?
Married, with a young maid between the contract of her marriage and the day it is solemnized. If the interim be but a sennight, time's pacing so hard it's the length of 7 years.
Who ambles time withal?
The priest who lacks Latin, and a rich man who hath not the gout. For the one sleeps easily because he cannot study, and the other lives merrily because he feels no pain. The one lacking the burden of lean and wasteful learning, and the other knowing no burden of heavy, tedious pernery.
Who doth he gallop withal?
With a thief to the gallows, though he goes soft as foot may fall.
Who stays it still withal?
They sleep between term and term and perceive not how time moves.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With a shepherdess, my sister, here on the skirts of the forest, like
when you can purchase and so remove the dwelling?
I have been told so of many. In truth, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was, in his younger days, an inland man, and there knew courtship well, for he fell in love. I've heard him read many a tedious lecture on the subject, and I thank God I am not a woman to be touched with as many giddy offenses as he attacks the whole sex with all.
Can you remember any of the principal evils that he laid charge to the women?
They were not principal. They were all out as half-wits, each fault to me monstrous sinister, until its fellow faults came along to match it.
Well, I prithee recount some of them.
There is a young man who taunts our horse and abuses our young plants by carving the name Rosalind on their barks. Hangs odes upon hawthorns, elegies upon brambles, all for some to deify the name Rosalind. If I could meet this fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am that he that is so love-sick. I pray you tell me your remedy.
My uncle's harps upon you. He taught me to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you're not a prisoner.
Well, what were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and something, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. Beard neglected, which you have not. You rather pointed eyes in your accoutrements, and you love herself as lover of any other.
I swear to the youth I could make thee believe that I love.
And me believe it. Nay, soon my courtly love believe it. But in good sooth, are you he who hangs verses whereupon Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to the youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
Are you so much in love as your verses claim?
Well, neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is a madness, and, I tell you, deserves as good a dark house into it as madman do. And the reason why it is not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary the whippers themselves are in love. Yet, I propose curing it by counsel.
Well, did you cure any, so?
Yes, once, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his lover, his mistress, and I sent him every day to woo me. At which point I, being a moonish youth, would grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything. And thus I cured him. And thus will I take it upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart, till there not be any spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I could cure you. You would come every day to my coat to woo me.
By the white hand of Rosalind, tell me where it is.
Go with me to it. I will show you. And on the way you shall show me where in forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, good youth.
Nay, you must call me Rosalind. Come.
There's magic in this room. I don't know if you can see it. There is magic in this room. I don't know if you can feel it.
woman.
Beautiful. I do not know that word. Is it honest indeed in word? Is it a true thing?
Truly, for the truest poetry is the most feigning. As lovers are given to poetry, it may be said, as lovers, they do feign.
Do you wish then I was feigning?
Audrey, thou swearest thou art honest. If thou were a poet, I'd hope thou didst feign.
Would you not have me honest?
No, truly, unless thou wert hard favored. Honesty coupled to beauty is to have honey as sauce to sugar.
A material fool.
Well, I'm not fair. Pray the gods make me honest.
Truly, to cast away honesty upon a foul slut, put meat in an unclean dish.
I am not a slut! Though I thank the gods I'm foul!
Praise be the gods for thy foulness. Thy sluttishness may come hereafter. Be that as it may, I will marry thee. I have met with Sir Oliver Martex, vicar of the next village, who hath agreed to come to the forest and to couple us.
I would fain see this meeting.
Oh, the gods give us joy!
A man may, if he were fearful of heart, stagger this attempt, for we have no temple but the woods, no assembly but the horned beasts. But what though courage, as a walled village, is more worthy than a town, so is the forehead of a married man more honorable than the bare brow of a bachelor. So much as defense is better than no skill, so much as your horn is more precious than 2 wands. Ah, Sir Oliver Martex, you are well met. Will you dispatch us here under the tree, or shall we come away with you to the chapel?
Is there none here to give the woman?
No. No, I will not take her a gift of any man.
Truly she must be given, or the marriage is not lawful.
Proceed. Out of her.
Ah, good monsieur, what you call it? How do you? You are well met. God aid you for your last company. I am glad to see you, even toy in hand. Pray, recover.
Will you be married, Motley?
As the ox hath his bow, the horse his curb, and the falcon her bells, so man hath desire. And pigeon bill, so will not be tickled.
This fellow will join you together as they join wainscot. And then one of you will prove a shrunk panel, and like green timber. Or
I am better to be married by this man than by another, for he is not likely to marry me well, and not being well married will give me a good excuse to leave my wife.
and let me counsel you.
Trip, we must be married, or we must live in bondage.
Oh, farewell, good Master Oliver. Not, oh, sweet Oliver. Oh, brave Oliver. Leave me not behind thee, but wind away. Be gone, I say. I will not to wedding with thee. 'Tis no matter. There are fantastical knave of them all shall flout me of my calling.
Now you have your words laid out, memorize the way they sound. You seem to have everything you need. Perceive that open spot to showcase what you got. Drop a bridge to those you seek. I'm telling you that it's your day, yeah, for you to be bold and share that truth. True love's when it's received and feel that sheer relief to find that they were not alone, or to know that we are not alone.
Never talk to me, I shall weep.
Do, I prithee, but yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become you.
Have I not cause to weep?
Well, as good cause as one would desire, therefore weep.
Wait, his hair is a dissembling color.
Something browner than Judas's. Mary, his kisses are Judas's own children.
This face is a good color.
An excellent color. Your chestnut was ever the only color.
His kisses have the touch of sanctity of holy red.
He hath got the pair of cast lips of Diana, a very nun of winter sisterhood kisses, not more religiously, the very ice of chastity is in them. Nay, certainly there's no truth in him.
Do you think so?
Yes, I think he is not a pig purse nor a horse dealer, but for his verity in love, I think him as concave as a covered goblet or a worm-eaten nut.
Not true in love.
Yes, when he is in, but I think he is not in.
You heard him say downright he was.
Was is not is. Besides, the oath of a lover is no stronger than the word of a tapster. Both are the confirmer of false reckonings. He attends here in the forest of the Duchess, your mother.
I met with the Duchess the other day and had much conversation with her. She asked me who my parentage was. I told her as good as she, so she laughed and let me go. What talk with your parents when there's such a man as our
Oh, that's a brave man. He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave oaths, and breaks them bravely, like traverse, athwart the heart of his lover as a puny tilter that spurs his horse, but on one side breaks his staff like a noble goose. But all's brave that youth mounts and folly guides. Oh, who comes here?
Mistress and master, you've oft inquired after the shepherd that complained above, who you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud, disdainful shepherdess that was her mistress.
Well, and what of her?
If you will see a pageant truly played between the pale complexion of true love and the red glow of scorn and proud disdain, go hence a little. I shall conduct you to your market.
Bring us to it. Be those of love, be those of love. Bring us to it, and you will see that I will prove a busy actor in their play.
Oh, why can't you just be like all the other guys? Please, please, cheat on me, please. Give me a reason to leave. I need an easy, an easy release. Baby, so please, cheat on me. I want my peace, baby. You're the devil in disguise. I've been pleasantly surprised. So do your worst and make my days so that I don't have to be cliche. So I don't have to say that it's not you, it's me. Baby, won't you
Sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me, do not, Phoebe. Say that you love me not, but say not so in bitterness. The common executioner, whose heart the accustomed sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humble neck, but first begs pardon. Will you sterner be than he that dies and lives by bloody drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou tellest me there is murder in mine eyes. 'Tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes, which are the frailest and softest things, who shut their coward gates on anatomy, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now, I do frown on thee with all my heart, and if mine eyes can wound, now let them kill thee. No, counterfeit to swoon, why now fall down? Or if thou canst not, oh for shame, lie not to say that mine eyes are murderers! but with a pin, and there remains some scar of it. Lean upon a rush the cicatrice, and capable of pressure thy palm some moment keeps. But now mine eyes, which I have darted at thee, hurt thee not. Nor I am sure there is no force in eyes that can do hurt.
Dear Phoebe, if ever, as that ever may be near, you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds that love's invisible keen arrows make.
But till that time, come not thou near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks. Pity me not, as till that time I shall not pity thee.
And why, pray you? Will not your mother be that you insult and exalt all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty, for by my faith I see no more in you than when a candle may go dark to bed.
Woo!
Must you never be proud and pitiless? What means this? I see no more in you than the ordinary of nature's sail work. Which means to tangle my eyes too? No, wait, let's just hope not after it. It's not your inky brow, your black silk hair, bugle eye, nor your cheek of cream can attain my spirit to your worship. You foolish shepherd! Why do you follow after her like foggies out puffing wind and rain? You're 1,000 times a proper lover than she a woman. To such fools as you that make the world feel no favor children. Her glass to you that flatters her, and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her laments will show her. But mistress, know yourself. Down on your knees, thank heaven, fasting for a good lady's love. I must tell you, frankly, in your ear, sell where you can. We're not for all markets. Cry, Lady Mercy, love her, take her offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. Very well.
Sweet youth, I pray you, tie the ear together. I'd rather hear you chide than this lady woo.
She'll fall in love with your foulness. She'll fall in love with my anger too. If it be so, as soon as she answers me with frowning looks, I'll sauce her with bitter words. Why do you look upon me so?
Will I bear you?
And you do not fall in love with me. I falter and foul reasons why. I like you not. If you know where I live, 'tis by the tuft of olives here hard by. Will you go, sister? Oh, shepherd. Ply her hard. Mistress, be not proud. All the world can see none so abused in sight as she. To our flock?
Dead shepherd, now I find I saw of might who ever loved and loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe!
Ha! What sayest thou, Sylvius?
Sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why? I am sorry for thee, gentle Sylvius.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. If you do sorrow as my grief and love, by giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both exterminated.
Thou hast my love. Is not that neighborly?
Of you.
But why ever covetousness, Sylvius? The time was that I hated thee, and yet it is not that I bear thee love, but since that thou canst speak of love so well, thy company which erst was irksome to me, I will endure. And I'll employ thee too. But do not look for further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
So holy and so perfect is my love, and I, in such a poverty of grace, that I shall think it a most plenteous crop to glean the broken ears after the man that the main harvest grieves. Loose now and then a scattered smile, and that I'll live upon.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well, but I have met him oft, and he hath bought the cottage and the bounds that the old harlot once was master of.
Think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy, and yet he talks well. But what care I for words? And yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth. Not very pretty, but sure, he's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. Oh, it'll make a proper man. He's not very tall. He's tall for his years. His leg is but so-so. And yet, his mouth, there was a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than that mixed in his cheek. It was just the difference between the constant red and the mingled damask. There be some women, Sylvius, had they marked him in parcels as I have, would have gone near to fall in love with him. For my part, I neither love him not nor hate him not, and yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide at me? He said mine eyes were black and my hair black, and now I am remembered scorned at me. I marvel why I answered not again. But that's all one. Omittance is no quittance. I'll write him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it, wilt thou, Sylvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
I'll write it straight. The matter's in my head and in my heart. I'll be bitter with him and passing short. Go, Sylvius.
Well, I don't know if this is it, but can't you see? No, I'm not falling for you, so please have mercy on me. 'Cause it's not romantic, I swear. I'm not gasping for air. I want you to be here, but please don't come near. 'Cause even though I'm pretty sure my head's exploding, I'm not ready for hand holding. It's not love, I swear. It might be closer to despair.
Pretty youth, let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you are a melancholy fellow.
I am so. I do love it better than laughing.
And to be an extremity of either is to be treat every modern censure worse than drunkards.
Why? 'Tis good to be sad and say nothing.
Why then 'tis good to be a post.
I am neither the scholar's melancholy, which is emulation, nor the musician's, which is fantastical, nor the courtier's, which is proud, nor the lawyer's, which is politic, nor the soldier's, which is ambitious, nor the lady's, which is nice, nor the lover's, which is all these, but is a melancholy of mine own, compounded of many simples, extracted of many objects, and indeed the sundry contemplation of my travels, of which my upward imagination wraps me in most humorous sense.
Traveler, by my faith you have great reason to be sad. I fear you have sold your own lands to get other hands. Therefore to have traveled much and to have little is to have rich eyes and poor hands.
Yes, I've gained my experience.
Your experience makes you sad. I'd rather a fool to make me merry than experience make me sad and travel for it too.
Good day and happiness to you, dear Rosalind.
Nay, God be with you, that you talk in my verse.
Farewell, Monsieur Traveler. Look you listen on the voice strange. Abandon the benefits of your native country, be out in love with your nativity, and almost chide God for making you that countenance you are. I should scarce think you were sweating and wonderful. Right, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover? And you serve me such a turn. Come no longer in my sight.
My dear Rosalind, I come within an hour of our promise.
Great! An hour's promise in love. He that will divide a minute into 1,000 parts, and break 1 part of 1,000 parts in the affairs of love, may he said keep it a clap tomorrow with the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
My fair Rosalind, pardon me.
May he be so tardy, come no more in my sight, and his sleep be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail.
Aye, of a snail! For though he comes slowly, he brings his house on his head. Better rejoice, for I think that you make a woman. Oh, sons, he brings his destiny with him.
And what's that?
Why, horns, which such as you are fain to be beholden to your wives for. But he comes armed in his fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
Well, virtue is no hornmaker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind!
It pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a better leer than you.
Come, woo me. Woo me. I am in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now that I am your very, very Rosalind?
Well, I would kiss before I spoke.
Speak first. Your gravels for lack of matter, you may take occasion to kiss. Very good orators when they are out will spit, and lovers laughing, God warns us matter, the cleanest ship
my suit.
Not out of your apparel. Get out of your suit. Am not I your Rosalind?
Well, I take some joy to say you are, for I would be speaking of her.
Then in her person I say, I will not have you.
Then in my own person I die! I'm so sorry.
I died by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and was not one man died in this person, Fiddlescent in a love cause. Troilus had his brain stashed out with a Grecian club, but he did what he could to die before then. He's one of the patterns of love. Leander would have lived many a fair year, had hero turned none, had it not been for a hot midsummer night, where he went up to wash himself in the Hellespont, caught a cramp and drowned. The foolish chroniclers that age call it Hero of Cestus. These are all lies. Men have died from time to time in weird and city, but not from love.
Well, I would not be of my right, Rosalind of mine, for I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand will not kill a fly. Come, I will be your Rosalind. Anyway, coming on disposition. Ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Oh, then love me, dear Rosalind.
I, faith will I, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
And 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
Well, I hope so.
Did one have too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you will be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. Sister, will you go?
Oh, pray me, Marius, Marius, Marius!
I cannot say the words.
Oh, well, you can give me
Don't you? Will you, Orlando, take to wife this Rosalind?
I will
win.
As fast as she can marry us.
And you must say, I take thee Rosalind for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I may take thee for thy commission, Orlando, but I do take thee for my husband. As a girl goes before the priest, and certainly a woman's thoughts before her actions.
So do all thoughts. They are winged.
How long would you have her once you possessed her?
Oh, forever and a day.
Nay, say a day without ever. Orlando, men are April when they woo and December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous over thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his head. More glamorous than a parrot against the rain, more newfangled than an ape, and more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing, like Diana in the fountain, and that when thou art disposed to be happy. I will laugh like a hyena, and that when thou art kind to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my face she'll do as I do.
Oh, no. But she is wise.
Or else she would not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the wayward, make the doors on a woman's wit, to out the casement. Shut that, to out the keyhole. Stop that. We'll fly with the smoke up the chimney.
Oh. A man with such a wife, he might say, wit with her wilt.
You may keep your check for it till you met your wife going to your neighbor's bed.
Oh, and what wit could wit excuse that?
To say she went to seek you there. You will never take her without her answer unless you take her without her tongue. A woman who cannot make her halt her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her child herself, and she will breed a fool.
For these 2 hours, my dear Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack in 2 hours.
I must attend the Duchess at dinner. By 2 o'clock I will be with thee again.
Go your ways, go your ways. I knew that you would prove. My friends told me so, and I thought no less. 'Twas that tongue of yours that did woo me. But go your ways. No one cast away, so come death. 2 o'clock is your hour.
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my troth, in good earnest, God mend me by all pretty oaths that are not dangerous. If you break one jot of your promise, come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, the most hollow lover, the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind that may be found by the gross band of the unfaithful. So regret my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu.
Well, time is the old judge that examines such offenders, so let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex for your love, great. We must have your doublet and hose plucked over your
My affection hath no bottom like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather bottomless, that as fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
Nay, let that same bastard of Venus, begotten with thoughts, conceived in spleen, and born of madness, that blind, restless boy that uses others' eyes because his own are out, let him be the judge of how deep I am in love. I tell you, Elian, I cannot be out of sight of Orlando. I will find the shadow and sigh till he comes.
And I'll sleep.
Hey baby, won't you look my way? I can be your new addiction. Hey baby, what you gotta say? All you're giving me is fiction. I was sorry, so good, this happens all the time. I find out that everybody talks too much. It started with a whisper, and now it's in a whisper. And then you in my lips, I can hear the chit-chat. Take me to your love shack. I was always got a bad track, and everybody talks back. Never thought I'd live to see the day when everybody's words got you. Hey, sugar, show me all your love. All you're giving me is friction. Hey, sugar, what you gotta say?
Following me wherever I go, hoping I'll drop something so he can add to his collection. He likes the shiniest things, dangling trinkets, coins, and beads. Offered up some crumbs to eat, but he didn't seem interested. Oh, clap down, lady, look round. Life fellow, I have not much stored away in my pockets today. You had an eye on my necklace. You start a strange charade, the dancer begging me to follow. So like you always do, I follow you. This time, you lead me far away. Didn't take you for a tour guide. You and I were reading by deep into.
Come now, it's not past 2 o'clock, and here much Orlando.
I warned you, with pure love and troubled brain, he hath taken his bow and arrow and gone forth to sleep.
My errand is here! Fair youth, my gentle Phoebe did bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but as I guess by the stern brow and waspish action which she did use as she was writing of it, it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, as I'm but a guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would startle at this and play the swaggerer. She says that I am not fair, that I lack manners. She calls me proud and that she could not love me for man as rare as Phoenix. Hunt's my little wolf. Her love is not the hair I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Shepherd, this is a letter of your own device.
No! I protest. I know not the contents. Phoebe did write it.
Oh, come, you are a fool in terms of the extremity of love. I saw her hand. She has a leather hand, a freestone colored hand. I barely did think of it. Plus her hand. She has a plus-wise hand. 'Tis no matter. I tell you, she never did invent this. This is a man's invention and a man's hand.
Sure, it is hers.
She's a boisterous and cruel style. A style for challengers. She likens me like Turk to Christian. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I never heard it yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
Phoebe is me. Mark how the tyrant writes.
mine, meaning me a beast.
Alack, and me what strange effect would they work with mild aspect? Whilst you chid me, I did love. How then might your prayers move? She that bears this love to thee, little knows this love in me, and by her seal up thy mind whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me, and all that I can make, or else by her my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Wilt thou pity her? No, she deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? Or what, to be an instrument and play false chords upon me? Not to be endured. Go your ways. I see love hath made thee a tame snake. Say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. And if she will not, I will never have her, unless thou make entreaty for her. If it be true over hence, for here comes more company.
Oh, if that... Good morrow. Fair ones, pray you if you know where in the forest stands a sheepcote fenced about with olive trees?
West of this place, down by the neighborhood bottom, the rank of osiers by the murmuring stream, left on your right-hand breaches of the place, but the house doth keep itself, there's none within it.
If that I may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description, such garments and such years. The boy is fair, of female favor, and bestows himself like a right sister, the woman low and rather have you there the house to inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
And some of my shame, if you will know what man I am, and how and why the red handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he had left a promise to return again within an hour, and pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo, what was that? He threw his eye aside and marked what object did present itself under an old oak whose boughs were mossed with age, and high-topped bald with dry antiquity. A wretched, ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back, about his neck. A green and gilded snake had wreathed itself, who, with her head nimble and breath, approached the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself, and with invented glide did slip away into a bush, under which bush's shade a lion crept cold, with fangs all drawn dry, like couching head on ground with cat-like watch when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of the beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This scene, Orlando did approach the man and found was his brother, his elder brother.
I have heard him speak of that same brother, but he did render him the most unnatural, though lived amongst men.
As well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there as food to the sucked and hungry lion?
Twice did he turn his back in purpose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his justification, made him give battle to the lion's might, who quickly fell before him. In which hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Was it you he rescued?
Was you that did so oft contrive to kill him?
being the thing I am. When from the first to last betwixt us two tears our tablets had most kindly made, as to how I came into this desert place, brief, he led me to the gentle Duchess, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love, who led me instantly into his cave, there stripped himself, and here upon his side the lion's teeth had torn some flesh away, and now he fainted, and in fainting cried upon his Rosalind.
To the bloody napkin.
By and by, brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small things being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell the story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and send this napkin dyed in his blood to that shepherd youth he doth in sport call Rosalind.
Oh, how now, Genevieve, sweet need.
I would have were home.
We'll lead you thither. Come, grab him by the arm.
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man, you lack a man's heart.
I do, I confess it. I thought he would think this well counterfeited. I pray, tell your brother how I counterfeited to swoon.
This was no counterfeit. There's too much testimony in your complexion that this was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you. I by rights should have been born a woman.
Well, keep a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
Come, you look paler and paler. Pray you draw homewards. Sir, go with us.
I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I will devise something. Will you go?
Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know. If you wanna be my one and only, all my life. Take me on a date, I deserve a date, and don't forget the flowers every anniversary. 'Cause if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect wife. Buying groceries, buying what you need. You got the 9 to 5, but baby, so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home and making up lies. I never learned to love, but I can find a hook. Sing along with me, sing along with me.
Good eve, Audrey.
Good even, William.
And good eve to you too, sir. Good even, gentle friend. Cover thy head, pray me cover. How old are you, friend?
25, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
I, William, sir.
A fair name. Was thou born in the forest?
I sure I thank God.
Thank God, a good answer. Art rich?
Faith, sir, so.
So is good. Very good, very excellent, very good. Yet it is so. Art wise?
Hey, sir, I have pretty wit.
Thou sayest well. I do remember a saying. A fool doth think he is wise, and a wise man knows himself to be a fool. The heathen philosopher places a grape in his mouth, therefore mouths are to open and grapes are eating. You do love this maid?
I do.
Give me thy hands. Art learned.
No, sir.
Then learn this of me. To have is to have. It is a rhetoric and drink pouring from a cup to a glass, filling one doth empty the other. Now, all your writers consent that Ips is he. Now, you are not Ips, for I am he.
Which he, sir.
He, sir, that must marry this woman. Therefore, you cloud. Abandon, which in the vulgar is leave. The society, which in the boorish is company, of this female, which in the common is woman. Therefore, together, abandon the society of this female, or perishest, you clown, or, to thy better understanding, diest, or to wit. I will kill thee, take thee away, transform thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I will deal with thee in poison, or bastinado, or steel. I will bandy thee in faction. I will run thee with policy. I will kill thee 150 ways. Therefore, tremble and depart.
Do good, William.
God rescue Mary, sir. Our master and mistress seek you. Come away, away. Trip, Audrey, trip. Tomorrow is the joyful day. Tomorrow we will be married.
I do desire it from my heart, and I hope it is no dishonest desire. Desire to be a woman of the world.
Making the same places to be, living a dream, doing it for the drama. What's life without a little drama?
Is it possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her? That but seeing you should love her, and love her woo, and wooing she should grant? Oh, will you even persevere to enjoy her?
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, nor the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, my son wooing, nor her son consenting. And say with me that I love Aliena. Say with her that she loves me. Consent with both that we might enjoy each other. It shall be to your good, for our father's house and all the revenue that was old Sir Alan's will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
Oh, you have my consent. Oh, the wedding shall be tomorrow. Thither will I invite the Duchess and all contented followers. Go you and prepare Eliana for, look you, here comes my Rosamond.
Save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando. How grieves me to see they wear their heartless scarf.
Well, it is my side.
To think their heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a fair lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your bloody handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Hey, I know where you are. It is true. There was nothing so sudden but the fight between two rams or Caesar's Thracidical bride that my king, my son, I overcame. Your brother and my sister no sooner looked than they loved. No sooner loved than they sighed. No sooner sighed than they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they sought the remedy. And in its degrees, they have built a pair of stairs to marriage, which they would climb incontinent, or else be incontinent without marriage. They are in the wrath of love and will together. Close cannot part them.
The wedding shall be tomorrow, and I'll bid the Duchess to the nuptial, but oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By how much I shall be at the height of heart heaviness, thinking my brother happy and getting everything that he desires.
Why, then tomorrow, can I not serve your turn for Rosalind?
Oh, I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose, that I know you are a gentleman of good conceit. I speak not this that you should hold a good opinion of my knowledge, insomuch to say I know you are. Neither do I labor for a greater esteem than may in some little measure draw upon thee to do yourself good, not to grace me. Know of me then that I can do strange things. I have since I was 3-year-old conversed with a magician, profound in his art, and yet not damnable. If you do love Rosalind, so near your heart as your gesture cries out, when your brother marries Eliana, shall you marry her? Oh. I know. Into what straits of fortune she is driven. And it is not impossible to me, if it appear not inconvenient to you, to set her before you, human as she is, and without danger.
Speakst thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do, though I am a magician. Therefore, put you in your best array, bid your friends, and when you're be married tomorrow, if you will. And to Rosalind, if you shall.
done me much ungentleness to show the letter I have writ to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem ungentle and despiteful to you. You are there, followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon her, love her, she worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I, all for Rosalind.
And I for no man.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all adoration, duty and observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why speak you too? I blame you to love you.
To her that is not here, nor doth not hear.
Peace, I pray you. It's like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would help you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you. If ever I marry a woman, and I shall be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you. If ever I satisfy a man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you. If what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet. As you love Phoebe, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. Go your ways. I've given you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
There's sure another flood toward. And these couples are coming to the ark. Here are a pair of strange beasts in which all tongues are called fools.
Salutations and greetings to you all.
Good, my lady, bid him welcome. This is the motley-minded gentleman I have so often met in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
If any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been politic with my friend, smooth with mine enemy. I have undone 3 tailors. I have had 4 quarrels, and like to fuck one.
How is that? Taken.
Faith, sir, we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good, my lady, like this fellow.
I like him very well.
God illed you. I desired you of the like. I press in here amongst the rest of the country copulatives. Poor virgin, ill-favored thing. Poor humor of mine to take what no man else will. Rich honesty dwells in a miser like your pearl in a foul oyster.
Oh, I like him very much. He's very swift and sententious.
According to the fool's bolt, ma'am, and such dulcet diseases.
But 7th cause. How did you find the quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie, 7 times removed. As thus, I did dislike the cut of a certain courtier's beard. He sent me word that if I did not like it, he was in the mind it was. This is called, the retort, courteous. If again I said it was not well cut, he said he cut it to please himself. This is called the quip modest. If again I said it was not well cut, he was in the mind it was and said I spake not true. This is called the reply churlish. If again I said it was not well cut, he said I lied. This is called the counter check quarrelsome. And so to the lie circumstantial and the lie direct.
And how many times did you say his beard was not well cut?
Upon a time, 7 times. We will name you the degrees. modest.
Third, the reply.
Churlish. The fourth, the reproof valiant.
The fifth, the countercheck quarrelsome.
The sixth, the lie with circumstance. Ha ha! Yeah! Ha ha ha!
And the seventh, the lie direct.
All this you may avoid, but the lie direct. You may avoid that too with an if.
I knew 7 justices could not take up a quarrel, but when the parties are met themselves, one of them thought but of an if, as if you said so, that I said so.
So they shook hands. And, swore brothers. Your
Much virtue in if.
Is this not a rare fellow, my lady? He isn't good at anything, and yet a fool.
She uses his folly like a stalking horse, under the presentation of that he shoots his wit. Orlando, dost thou believe that the boy can do all this that he has promised?
Well, I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not. As those they hope and fear and know they hope.
Patience. Once more. Our compact is reached. You say that you will give your Rosalind if I bring her to Orlando.
That would I had I kingdoms to give with her.
You say you will have her when I bring her.
That would I were I of all kingdoms king.
You say you will marry me, my beloved. God will lie should I die the hour after. But if you do refuse me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd. So is the bargain. You say you will marry Phoebe if she will.
Though to have her and death were both one thing.
Promise to me call this matter even. Keep you your word, Duchess, that you will give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, that you will receive her. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you will marry me, or else, refusing me, that you will wed this shepherd. Keep your word, Sylvius, that you will wed Phoebe if she will. Hence I gotta make all these matters even.
I do remember in the shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
Yes, yes, my lady, the first time that I ever saw him, methought that he was a brother to your daughter. But my good lady, that boy is Forrest born, woo! But he's been tutored in the many desperate studies of rudiments by his uncle, who he reports to be a great magician obscured in the circle of this forest. This one specifically is.
Did I tell you that he has some touches of my daughter's?
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth inside, you're my daughter.
If there be truth inside, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then, my love, adieu. I'll have no mother if you be not she. I'll have no husband if you be not he. Nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she. You and you, no cross shall part.
You
And you.
are heart in heart.
You to my love hath not accord.
Or succumb to woman overlord. You and you are sure together as winter to foul weather.
Oh, my dear niece, welcome thou art to me. Even daughter, welcome in no less degree.
I'll not eat my words. Now thou art mine. Thy faith, my fancy to thee doth combine.
Let me have audience for a word or two.
I am the second son of old Sir Rowland,
Frederick, hearing how everyday men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed a mighty power which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to bring his sister here and put her to the sword. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted both from his enterprise and from the world, his crown bequeathing to his banished sister, and all the land was restored to them that were with her exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one, his lands withheld. To the other, a land itself at large, a potent dukedom. First, in this forest, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after, every of his happy number that endures shrewd days and nights with us shall share the good of our returning fortune, according to the measures of this day. Meantime, forget all this new fallen dignity and fall into our rustic revelry. Make music, you brides and bridegrooms all, with measures heaped in joy, to the measures fall.
Sir, by your patience. If I heard you rightly, the Duke has put on a religious life and grown into exempt the pompous court.
Yeah.
To him will I. Out of these conference nights, there is much matter to be heard and learned. You, your former honor I bequeath. Your patience and virtue deserve it. You, to a love your true faith got married. You, to your land and love and great allies. You, to a well and long deserved and to you, for wrangling for thy loving voyages, but for 2 months victual. To your pleasures, I and for other than for dancing members.
Oh, stay, Jacques, stay! Oh.
To see no pastime, what you would have, I'll stay to know your abandoned faith.
Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites, as we do trust they'll end in true delights.
The epilogue, but 'tis no more enhancing than to see the Lord the prologue.
If it be true that good wine needs no bush, 'tis true a good play needs no epilogue.
Yet to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better by the help of good epilogues. What a case am I in then that I am neither a good epilogue, nor cannot insinuate with you in the behalf of a good play. I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me.
Then my way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love that you bear for men, to like as much as this play is pleasing.
And I charge you, O men, by the love you bear to women, as I can see by your simpering, none of you taste them, that between you and the women the play may please.
And to those that love themselves, I would you kiss as many have hearts to heal, complexions that dream, and breaths that defy me not.
And as many as have good hearts, good faces, and sweet breaths, will for my kind to offer, when I make vow, bid me farewell.
May you have a gracious and causes of success. keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow.